What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. The former WBC heavyweight champion of the world had this to say about his costume. Quote, "Nobody has come out with the better dress, better uniform than I. We're going to continue with that. Well, just have to see what I put on. It's going to be something special. It's going to be something that I dedicate to my people, my tribe." Deontay Wilder on PBC Media Day on ring outfit plans for Fury Wilder 3. Let me counterpunch. I think Deontay Wilder, I think he takes pride in the costume. I like the last costume. It was sure as hell better than the other one, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I don't know, Captain America, Statue of Liberty looking shit he had. But it was, the last one I think was a bit too much because of the things that was on it. Okay. But it told me a lot about Deontay. When JD's came out and said, well, it was the costume and the reason why he lost, I think they were just reaching for stuff because they didn't really know. Certain people would say that, hey, why are you getting a costume again? Well, for one, we don't know what costume he'll be wearing as far as weight, okay? Now, there was a costume that was leaked, like you guys see here, and it's totally the opposite, okay? It's in the opposite direction of all the other ones. He looks like a part of the Foot Clan from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles instead of a Statue of Liberty / Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, I mean, that looks like it's lightweight. It doesn't look like it's heavy to hinder his muscles in his legs or anything like that. For one, I think the excuse was bullshit. It was hilarious, but it was bullshit. I think the real thing is people did not or weren't used to Deontay Wilder losing since it was his first loss, and they were just coming up with something that could possibly been the reason why he was stumbling and bumbling all over the place. Because one thing they were not going to do, they wasn't going to give Tyson Fury credit for punching. Okay, they weren't going to do that. So they had to come up with something else. Unfortunately, what they came up with was just as crazy as I ever heard. It was actually, we know Deontay Wilder has skinny legs. We know a lot of people have skinny legs. Hell, I had skinny legs when I was younger. Doesn't mean I was weak. Okay, so what it tried to convey is, hey, look at those skinny legs. They must be weak because they're skinny. That pissed me off because I didn't like to hear that, because that's not true. We got a lot of fighters with skinny legs, and just because they're skinny legs don't mean there's nothing in them. It don't mean there's not muscle in them or strength in them or bone or all the other shit that goes into regular legs of people just because they're smaller. That's just like saying Andy Ruiz shouldn't be able to kick Anthony Joshua's ass because he's fat, right? You know what I mean? On the opposite end of the spectrum when you're talking about people and the way they look, okay? It's the same concept. It's in the same ballpark. So Deontay Wilder, I mean, it's good that he doesn't stop, because had he reverted back, people would say, oh, hey, you didn't want to wear that damn outfit again. You know, so that's for you didn't want to hinder your legs, because the jokes are still running out there, people. It's still running out there. And shame on them for saying that to the public, you know. But then again, I think they had to say something because they could not explain what happened that night on February 22nd. But if we look at the two uniforms side by side, definitely one looks a lot lighter than the other one, so we will not have that excuse. My objective is for Deontay Wilder is to never have excuses for anything that he does or don't do. So if all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted, I think at the end of the day, this shouldn't be a reason that we put up if Tyson Fury goes and does the similar shit. Every excuse possible known to man has been used, I feel, from whoever. From Wilder, from the Wilder fanatics, the fanboys, the Wildettes, whatever you want to call yourself. I think those excuses have been used to the utmost, to the max, okay? But him in his costume, I think, me personally, the one he had with the gothic looking mask on, like Phantom of the Opera, that looked better than any of that other shit that I see now. Okay, so, but that's just my opinion. Because when he came out, Danny Garcia had a similar mask where he had, and his was more like that too. But the Bronze Bomber, that was a nice touch. It would be cool to see him go back kind of like you full circle, right? But, you know, that's just probably putting too much thought into it. That's why maybe he needs a promotional team, you know, instead of guys around him telling him what he wants to hear, possibly. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Deontay Wilder's comment towards his new costume. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.